Hello and welcome to another episode of Hooks and Dice. I'm Leela Kroka and my guest Tommy is with me again. He's going to be here for the next episode as well because he's visiting from Norway and next week is his last week here with us. I did not finish the wheel cover. I know I said I might, but I spent time with him and so I didn't get much crocheting done. I got this much done. It looks great to me. That's the back, I guess. It looks a little warped, but when you lay it out, it lays flat. I don't understand why, I just do it. So, I should be done soon. I am on row 11, or round 11 rather, and it's coming along nicely. It's another one of those patterns that once you know what you're supposed to do, you don't really need to look at the pattern, so that's nice. They goofed on round 10, where they tell you to chain 3 DC in one of each of the next 3 DC. It should be 4 DC. Otherwise it screws up the rest of the pattern. So that's a big oops. But the pattern was written in 1953, so there's nobody I can contact and say, hey, you need to fix this. But anyway, today's episode we're going to be reviewing the Twilight Sparkle Secret Shipfic folder. I can't even say the name of the damn game. It's just ugh. But we're also going to be reviewing the Little Boy Blue pattern that I used to make the baby blanket with. So I've never shipped anyone before. The concept is creepy to me. I don't even know really what shipping is. I don't want to get into it. It's just ugh. You know, it just seems it's not my cup of tea. But I played the game, to be fair, and to try it out with my friend. Tommy played it with us as well. I have to admit, I was tipsy while I was playing, so I didn't get very far. Because I didn't quite understand shipping to begin with. And then to have to read the cards, and it was just a bit much for me. Tommy, how was it for you?
I enjoyed the game purely on the mechanics. It's a fun card game. The theme might be a little creepy, yeah, but the mechanics of the game is sound. It works, and I won. Yay!
Yeah, and he won. Woohoo! The layout is kind of like dominoes in the way that you play. Mm-hmm. You set out the first card and then you ship onto her with other characters, and really you ought to look up shipping if you don't know what shipping is. It's not what you think.
You use one card to combine with you have the base card in the middle, and then you use one card to attach another card to that first card, and then you have goals that you need to fulfill to score points, and
right.
First to however many points wins.
Right, it was 10 points. First to 10.
So we played to 11.
Or maybe it was 11. Yeah, first to 11. Seems like an arbitrary number.
Well, it might be balanced based on the goals, how many points each of the goals give, and all that stuff.
Okay. That makes sense.
I think there were different rules for depending on how many players you had. If you had 4 or more, there were 10 points. If you had 3, there were 11. I don't know.
Oh, so that's kind of like Rook. Okay. Yeah. So we tested the core game and the Tales of Ponyville University, which I laugh because I say the Tales of PU. Ew. And some Holds Barred Indigo expansion packs. So the Tales of PU work great with the core game. I can't talk today, and we used all the cards, but we didn't use all of the cards of Some Holds Barred because, well, one card had to be left out at the convention where my friend purchased this game because it had content that wasn't suitable for younger con-goers. But it does provide more males to ship with, so it's not just girl-on-girl action. It's not a game I'd like to own or play very often, but it was fun to watch being played. And then I'm the kind of person I can enjoy watching others play games, so if you're into shipping and you like, what else? What's good about it? Help me find something good about it.
Strategic card games.
There
I guess
we go.
You could say.
Yeah, so if you like strategic card games, then you might want to give it a try. So, Little Boy Blue was a good pattern. It's really quick and easy, a little monotonous after you get the pattern going and you're like, okay, next row. You know, it's just like any blanket, especially if it's a repetitive pattern, it's going to be a little monotonous. But it's nice that you don't need it after the first white and blue panels are made up until the border. I really should have checked the patterns for the hook size because I don't know why, but I had a stitch marker left in it because I had done the project, I don't know how many years ago, and I left it. And then I came back to it, and my stitch marker said size E hook. So I complete the project, and it turns out that I was supposed to use a G. Yeah. So the blanket's a little lopsided, but it's nice looking anyway. It's, you know, hopefully she won't go, gosh, this woman doesn't know how to crochet. But the backwards stitch, I call it the backwards stitch, on the edge of the blanket. It's a new stitch for me. You crochet to the right instead of the left, and it makes a really neat, like a piping edge on, like you see on cakes, on the edge of cakes. And so it does a neat little piping edge around the whole blanket. Really brings it all together. I really enjoy it. So it's a great pattern. I recommend it to everyone. But do remember that it's now called Lazy Daisy instead of Little Boy Blue. And I'll give you a link again. We linked to it the first time I talked to you about it, but we'll link to it again at the end of the episode. So, what do you think of the blanket? How it turned out?
Looks really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you like it? Cool.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the pattern that you don't have to look at is you can do it while doing other things or watching TV or...
Yeah, or in my case, playing D&D. I confessed to him yesterday that during his campaigns while we're playing, I do crochet. Bad me. But, you know, it helps keep me awake because sometimes there's a lull in the game. And I'm like, come on, guys, let's do something. And so crocheting helps me stay awake during the game and it actually helps me keep focused on the game for whatever reason. I guess because my hands are working, so my mind is working. I don't know.
As long as you stay focused, that's the important part.
Yes, I do stay focused. I mean, have you noticed that could you tell that I was doing something else?
No, not really.
Yeah, so, you know, I make sure to crochet something that's not completely new to me, that I'm constantly having to check the instructions, because I can't read the instructions and listen to what's going on at the same time.
Exactly. That's why I said the repetitive ones are good for...
Yeah. So, like, this pattern for the Jeep wheel cover, the doily, essentially, pinwheel doily, once you learn the motif for the round, then you can work your way all the way around without having to look at the instructions, and then it's just a matter of quickly glancing down, seeing what the next row is supposed to be, and then you move on around. So it's another one that I can do while playing D&D, because it's not going to break my concentration on the game.
Yeah. But
I can still focus and not screw up the pattern on this here. So, going to be working on the D&D dice. I'd like your opinions on colors. I have just about all the colors that you can imagine. The basic colors, the secondary and tertiary colors. I've got this rainbow here, and then I've got the other rainbow that's up here, which is a lighter bubblegum is what they call it, I think, rainbow. So votes on what color dice to give away at the 50 subscriber mark. And I recommend that you tell your friends to tune in and like and subscribe, and that way the chance of getting the prize comes to you quicker. Also, next week we will be reviewing this game here. See if we can fit it on there. Pathfinder adventure card game, Skull and Shackles. It is Pathfinder, so it's like D&D only it's a card game. And what would you say about it?
Don't know.
That's so helpful.
That's for next week.
We're gonna review it next week. So we've played one scenario, we lost, but we didn't die. So that was good.
We'll play some more till we review it. So.
Yeah, we'll play some more throughout the week, so we'll have more to give you in the review. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.